Hello, I'm Sean Weston, and today I'm talking to Chris Lee, who is the Portfolio Director of Vitafoods and a former member of the FoodBev.com Awards judging panel for 2011. How was that for you, Chris? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fantastic actually. It gave us an opportunity to look at all the new and innovative products in the industry and really get to grasp with that. Yeah, it was great.
Well, there's so many, isn't there? You can only cover so much.
That's it. That's it. I mean, so much coming out now, and the innovation is really coming out. So it's good to see for the industry.
Can you believe it's been a year since we last talked about Vitafoods? I can't believe it's gone that fast.
No, absolutely not. Same thing as well. I mean, we've had a couple of other events take place since then, and it just seems to be coming round quicker and quicker each year.
But it's celebrating its 15th anniversary this year. Is
Yeah,
that right?
that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're absolutely delighted to be sort of celebrating. It's a fantastic achievement, really, and sort of proud of the position that we're in, and sort of testament and to the monumental effort, really, that the team have put in this year and help us deliver what's set to be really the biggest show to date.
Well, how has the show changed in 15 years?
Well, the show has changed dramatically. Actually, I mean, when we started back in '97, the show started in Copenhagen. It was a very small event, less than 100 exhibitors, only a few thousand exhibitors. But to sort of bring you right up to speed, we're sort of over 600 exhibitors now globally, more than 50 exhibiting countries, different countries coming in, and more than 10,000 visitors. Give you a bit more of an update in between what's happened with that as well. I mean, we sort of reshaped the event back in the early noughties now, I suppose it is, and gave it a real focus on defining a shape and going forward towards nutrients, supplements, and really structuring the event.
Okay, so has the profile of visitors actually changed along with that?
From the outset, yes, but I mean we've had a steady visitor base and quantity and quality of audience over the last couple of years, and I mean nothing's really changed over the last couple of years apart from that quantity delivering more in, and the quality stayed the same. I think one of the key things is that what your exhibitors, what your client base tell you about these exhibitors, because it's all well and good doing research and reviews, but you need to listen to what they're telling you, and the key thing is that they're telling us just how educated the visiting audience is, which means they can have maybe stage 2 conversations without having to explain the basics of their products. And exhibitors to us are generally insisting that this is rare to find at other competing shows.
Oh, so they're a much more savvy visitor in general.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think because of the actual focus of the show and the niche of the show, and to give you an example, I mean, 40% of our visitor base don't actually attend any other exhibition, so they know exactly what they're looking for when they come in, and time is a premium, as everyone knows at a show, and they know what they're talking about, and deals get done very quickly here.
So which sectors are growing the fastest, have you seen?
Well, it's interesting actually. I mean, we're looking at all the sectors for drinks, supplements, and functional foods, and I'm reading reports now that the industry generally is booming, and we all know that, and we're looking towards the 200 billion mark for sort of nutraceuticals now. But the particular areas we're looking at growth in are the proteins areas and the fiber areas and the sort of specialized functional additives, and that's where we are strong. But it depends where you're looking around the world, really, because the in America as well, the supplement side is really being sort of pushed hard out there as well. So it's different things geographically, I think.
We have noticed that ourselves on FoodBev, that America seems to be pushing innovation in terms of supplements and fitness and sports nutrition.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We're finding that as well, and that's being reflected in our South American event for Vitafoods, where we have American companies actually having these products as well. And I think I don't want to get too heavy into legislation, but the FDA is helping, I think, with that innovation in that space out there.
Have you noticed any trends in pharmaceutical specialists actually marketing ingredients for food and drink?
We have seen that now, and as you can see, as everyone knows as well. I mean, with the DuPont, Danisco, and many people coming, and BASF coming in with Cognis, everyone is sort of trying to get into this space now, and there is a sort of space in between. And even with Nestle now, with the bioresearch facilities that they're having out in Switzerland, there's definitely everyone looking to get into this space within the Nutri market.
Well, again, this year you're co-located with the Finished Products Expo. What are the benefits of this for visitors in general?
Well. Generally, I mean, we used to have, like I said, before the early noughties, quite an unfocused exhibition. So we had finished product supplement companies within Vitafoods, and sort of coming in, not being able to find exactly what they're looking for. Now, since 2006, we launched this as an exhibition, and it's sold in its own right and its own identity. So those sort of trained visitors originally that were coming in are now focused and can come in, but the people with the same, potentially same job titles or looking for certain things in the supply chain, there's just a big synergy between both events that can cross over and cross pollinate and help really for someone looking for a complete visitor experience.
Yeah. But when do you start preparing for the 16th Vitafoods? Is it last week?
Well, this is like you said. I mean, it was only it seems like almost yesterday that we was only speaking about the show last year. We always do plan in advance for these things, without a doubt. But I think the key thing, again, which I mentioned earlier, is to sort of take stock and reflect on what happened well, or not well even, and try and keep things fresh, insightful, forward thinking. So we start planning now, but we really strategize about this a couple of months after the event, and then because the main thing is we are all focused very much on making this edition the best one and most successful it can be.
That makes a lot of sense to me as well. I wish you well, and I'll see you out in Geneva later this month, Chris. It's going to be my first Vitafoods.
Excellent, Sean. Well, I look forward to seeing you there, and I'm sure it won't disappoint you.
I'm sure it won't, and thanks very much for joining us today. Thanks for downloading this FoodBev.com podcast. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, and LinkedIn.